Oh god. Hi everyone. Hope you guys like this trippy fucking music. It's officially the 11th episode of Cobwebs and Dustbunnies. I can't believe we've been almost doing this for an entire year.
Wait, we are?
I mean, we basically do an episode once per month now, right? Fucking hell.
2 per year.
True.
It's been almost a year.
Honestly,
yeah.
It's a long commitment, and it's been fucking sick doing it with you guys. Hey everyone. Oh. Sorry for the shitty quality. For some reason, OBS decided that I can only stream in 720p today with really shitty bitrate. Actually, the bitrate's not too bad. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I was changing some settings up, so I'm probably just like user erroring. But hi everyone, it's nice to have you guys tonight. I'm here with the one and only Marna.
Hi, it's YourMarna.
And that one.
Yeah.
Papakumo. Kabani. Yes, very astute. I'm glad you noticed that, Bro-kun, because I wanted to kick off the episode with letting you guys know Marna informed us that apparently Kabadi's been making headlines across social media networks all over the internet.
Yeah.
And we had to make sure that everybody here understands. Right, Marna?
We covered it first.
We did it here first!
Yeah.
Matters. Content.
Yeah, honestly, Kumo's the trendsetter here. He's the one who suggested it. He's the guy with the eye. What's even
Absolutely.
what even sets
Absolutely.
Kabadi apart from everything else that you see on the internet, Kumo? What made you, how did you find this actually?
That's a good question. I remember actually specifically, I was in a Discord call with some friends and I was trying to just look up alternative sports. And there's an Indian game called Kabaddi that is really coordinated and professional. And that did not come up. This came up. And it's very much the opposite. It's very chaotic and nonsensical, and it's just the pure beauty and grace of two large men slapping each other's bare chests.
God, that's so good.
Well, the upside is it's gotten a whole lot easier to search for Slap Kabaddi. Remember when we were trying to figure out the rules to this game? We couldn't find any information
Yeah, there wasn't
on
shit
it.
anywhere.
Yeah.
We had to try to use
Absolutely.
ChatGPT, and even that didn't know the kind of Kabaddi we were looking for. It was talking about the Indian one, I think, where you have to get like a teams of guys, like basically doing meat jousting with their bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
So, everyone, you can thank us. We finally brought Slap Kabaddi up to the light where it belongs to be, where it deserves to
Yeah.
be. Look at these.
You're
Listen to the
legally
slaps.
required to give us a round of applause as we pat ourselves on our back.
It sounds like they're giving us a round of applause on the Kabaddi.
This sounds so scary with the music.
This is ominous. Someone's gonna die.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Let's turn Kabaddi into a blood sport.
Oh god. Just slapping each other's man boobs.
Everyone, you're probably wondering what the hell we're gonna talk about today. I don't know if any of you guys saw the tweet, but basically, I personally wanted to talk about how shitty Twitter has been as an experience, and I want to kick that off by just letting everybody know I finally deleted that godforsaken app off of my phone. I feel like a new man.
Does it feel like you... Does it feel like you quit League?
Oh, even better actually, because listen to this.
Really?
The day I got rid of Twitter, I was trying to go to sleep. It was like I woke up at like in the middle of the morning at like 1 because I was trying to sleep at a normal time, and my brain instinctually, I lifted up my phone and I lifted my thumb up to swipe to go towards Twitter, and I didn't see anything I could pull up because there was no Twitter left. And so I put my phone back down and I went to sleep. It was great. Also, hello, Noah. I was so proud of myself. It was so fucking nice. I was like, wait, I don't have anything to mindlessly scroll through. I could just give up and go to bed. It was very liberating.
Yay! That's
You do
one
that
step
often?
closer.
Where you like wake up and your first thing is you grab your phone and you start doom scrolling through something.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
That was what I was like cursed with the past ever since I downloaded Twitter. If there was nothing to do on my phone, if there was no live stream that I wanted to listen to, I would just go to Twitter and just, oh, funny memes. Haha. It was all, it's like ingesting McDonald's burgers over and over. There's no sustenance. There was nothing good that came out of it. Even the funny stuff that I thought was funny, I couldn't even smile or laugh at. It was just inane garbage. So I'm exclusively leaving Twitter on my browser, and the main reason that I went through with this decision is because of a little event that happened in the VTuber community recently, and I think you guys already know what I'm about to talk about.
Yeah.
Does everybody in the chat know Aka-I? Aye, Captain. I think Broken's aware. Stella, thank you very much for the sub.
Should we shout her out?
Yeah, let's shout out the Aka-I. She deserves it, honestly. She's a woman of the future. Let's do it.
Does she have two eyes?
Does she have 2 eyes?
Or 1 eye?
Oh,
was just one
it's just
eye.
like
Never
that.
mind.
Yeah. Broken's good. Wait, why can Broken use SO? What the hell? Why is that not a mod? Why is that not a mod thing? People just showing up here. Oh, let me just shout myself out real quick. Thank you guys.
I can just shout out myself now. Yeah.
Do it, honestly. Everyone, Aka-I is a pioneer in humor and entertainment. And recently, she made a post online. Let me go pull it up really quick, actually. Let me go pull her up. If you're not familiar with her, she's a fucking weirdo degenerate. And she made this post that I think it made headlines, literally. Where is it? It should be right here. Here it is.
There it is.
The Aka-I stream collab rates 2023 propaganda image. Let me move my fat ass head out of the way so you guys can see what we're talking about here. She posted this. It's a meme. This is merely a joke. It's a jab. It's supposed to be funny and ironic. Isn't it funny? Look at that. You have to pay $200 for an hour to collab with Aka-I. And if you want her to follow you, I don't know if it's on Twitter or Twitch. Probably both, I would assume. Like $300 for each. $300 if you want her to follow you. What a steal. Obviously, I think there's a lot of people in here that would understand nobody would pay such ridiculous rates. And this has gone and made... Oh, my, moving the fucking table. It's gone and made...
Gosh, quit kicking the table.
I got the table stuck to my chest. Hang on a second. Let me get this off of me. Shit, I'm stickier than I used to be. I think it's the Velcro. Yeah, it's not coming off of me. The table's stuck now.
Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in table.
There we go. Kind of. Sorry about it. There's a lot of people in the VTuber community that may or may not be on some form of the spectrum. I think it's not a bold statement to say that. There's a lot of autistic people, and I think sarcasm's not a very strong suit of theirs. So in that same vein, there's a million people in this Twitter post. If we click on him, we can just scroll down. This is the kind of doom scrolling that I try to avoid. That's why I deleted Twitter off of my phone. But everyone, let's look at the comments together, okay? Oh, look at that fucking Papakumo. Top comment, at least for me.
Always top comment, baby.
But it's good that we have you.
Ahead of the pack.
He's ahead of the pack. It's good that we have a frame of reference like this, though. Papakumo, using satire to respond to satire. Aka-I is so innovative, a revolutionary, ahead of the pack. Best $300 I've ever spent. So excited for my 401k withdrawal to come through.
I stand on that statement.
Yeah. And then below it, which got even more traffic, by the way. Delusional as fuck.
Wow.
This is actually somebody that... This is the person Hayes was talking about in the Cobwebs and Dustbunny Discord. They were talking about how someone that they used to watch back in the day, a YouTuber, commented on this and was completely oblivious. For some reason, I was looking at it again. I thought it said /J, but no, that was just Stella in chat. Like, this person apparently, from what Hayes was saying, bases all of their comedy around satire and like toilet humor, but
And still doesn't get it.
completely missed the mark with it. This is the beginning of why I started to hate VTubers.
Even
Your
my reply
reply?
had some comments on it that were like, "Are you stupid?"
Oh, really? Let me take a look.
Really? Oh, you have
Yeah, there was a
4.
couple, and I'm just like, "How is this not?"
Kanda.
Kinda. Yeah, someone just straight up called you
Off about
stupid.
this.
Yeah, Kondo made several tweets about this.
Yeah, Kondo
I
was
think
very
he was
passionate.
kind of angry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he was kind of angry.
I think I was there with Konda. I was also angry. I don't know why.
You were?
At first I thought it was really funny, and then
Uh-huh.
more and more I saw people like shit on Akai or like spread misinformation in like random other threads.
Uh-huh.
Started to get way more angry.
You're mad on behalf of a friend. It's kind of what it boils down to, isn't it?
I think it's definitely
Yeah,
like
pretty
that.
much.
It's so much easier to get
it's-
mad for somebody else.
Yeah, it's personal at this point, right? Because it's a friend.
Because we all know Akai and have interacted with
Yeah,
Akai.
yeah,
Know
yeah.
Akai's humor. I mean, we've all been sent
Death
four-dimensional
threats.
death threats in
Yeah.
Czech language before.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
talking to Akai is like.
Also, really quick,
It's
I need tech support. When Kumo's talking and Marna's talking at the same time, Kumo's getting overshadowed and volume balanced. I don't know what's up with that. Is there an option in Discord for that? This is new to
Let
me.
me take a look. I'll take a look.
Do you have
and keep talking.
priority? Do you have priority speaker on?
I might.
Oh, is that a server or a channel setting for the voice?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
turn
is.
that garbage off.
No.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
but
you're smart, Marna.
I'm actually not that smart, but I'm glad that I'm fooling you. You know, this tweet though, Akai's tweet, I'm surprised that more people didn't get it, because there was a copy pasta that was going around about like e-dating rates, and you can tell this is a spin on that.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
this is it's a form of original humor that is parody of real things that people do. So it's like I want to give people who didn't understand the joke credit, because that shit does exist, and I feel bad that it does exist and that people
No,
probably pay for it too.
The e-dating rates is a joke too, and everybody understands it's a joke because
is it a
it's
joke?
Like direct. Yeah, it's direct copy pasta.
Oh, I didn't know it was a joke. I totally know there are girls out there that are like virtual girlfriends on a budget.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Munchie. Time to budget my spending for the month.
Sorry, were you saying Marna is getting louder than me, or I'm getting louder than Marna?
You get quieter when Marna's talking.
Oh shoot, I'm the priority speaker.
Lamau.
Let me out. Yeah, when you and Marna are talking at the same time, you bow out.
Yeah, Alice.
Oh, look, it's Marnyar.
Yeah, I had to show off that I have a follow.
I should have done that too. I was so just like detached from this whole situation though. It pissed me off. Not like I wasn't getting angry. It was just that it was pissing me off to the point of like nulling my emotions. It was so sad.
Aww.
Marna's got the talking stick. Dude, did you guys ever have a teacher that gave you guys a talking stick? I've never had that happen, but I've only heard about it.
I never heard of a talking stick. What is a talking stick?
You know how like in class you would raise your hand if you want to get the teacher's attention?
Uh-huh.
Basically, it's like that, but they would give you a stick, and while you hold the stick and no one else holds the stick, you are the only person who's allowed to talk in the class.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was a way to try to manage
Well,
a
luckily-
bunch of babies.
I never raised my hand except for when I had to go use the bathroom, so I wouldn't understand.
AI Marna would say that. Suddenly you turn into a robot, Marna.
I have never raised my hand except for when I was going to the restroom, so I wouldn't understand.
I was the kind
I
of
was
kid.
the opposite.
Yeah.
I raised my
Yeah?
hand when I had questions, and then I pissed and shit in my pants.
Very Kumo thing to do.
Absolutely, what a Chad.
I was actually sort of the opposite. I would raise my hand only to ask questions, and when I wanted to go to the bathroom, I would literally just walk out of the class.
You're allowed to do that?
No.
They let you do that?
No, they didn't like that. But I wasn't gonna sit there and just hold it in. I'm just like, I'm gonna go. There's no point in me waiting for you to finish talking. Oh man, these comments are just making me sad. Like, at least all the top ones that I'm seeing are they're normal. Do you take coupons? Invoicing right now? And then there's this one. No.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah, people outside of like the inner group all came and commented, and the QRTs are worse, honestly.
Yeah, I'm excited
The
to look at those.
QRTs are always worse.
Yeah, you gotta look at the QRTs.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that made me angry, especially because I saw quite a few of whom were either
Parodies?
past VTuber supporters, quote unquote.
Ew.
They were with everyone else shitting on Akai.
Yeah. I don't like VTuber supporters.
You didn't know it was a joke, but you didn't comment. It's better to not comment and incite anger. It was better to just like suss it out. It was definitely a joke. There was no doubt in my mind this dumb bitch couldn't do anything except for crack a joke. I don't think she's got anything else except for humor. She literally did improv stand-up comedy as like one of I don't know if it was like a class that she took, but it was definitely like a club that she was a part of. So
Also, people like didn't know because her graphic looks so professional.
it was really well done.
I consider that a compliment. And they're like, well, she shouldn't have made it so good if it was a joke. I'm like, no, she goes all out in humor.
Yeah, like her form of humor, like Kumo mentioned it before, getting yelled at in what, Czech, like a Czech language, to she wants to like what was the quote? I can't even remember what she was talking about. She wants to like birth us and then eat us and then birth us again and then
It was some kind of curse.
yeah, she literally spit a curse on us.
Put a curse on us.
Begging to die.
Yeah.
It was because I told her that she liked her own comment. And
Yeah,
then
you
that
called
came
her out. You called her out for liking her own comment, and then she cursed our entire families to a cycle of like
Yeah.
All
limbo.
over my monitor.
That's so fucking funny. When did that happen? God, this was weeks ago. I would have I can
Yeah.
probably look it up really quick. Wait a
It
second.
was on the tweet where we were all saying Pog.
Let me go find. It was one of the
yeah.
Cobwebs and Dustbunnies posts, I think.
Yeah, it was one of our DM screenshots. There, no, you passed it. You
Oh,
passed
it was our DM screenshot. You're right. It was
Yeah,
this.
that one.
So she said prehistoric ass chat, and then if you look at the likes, she liked her own fucking comment, and then Marna calls her out on it, and then she goes, "So many get the bunch of the so many get this and then when you translate it here, I'll get the Google Translate out really quick. 1 second.
It was like so dark. I'm like, oh my, I'm actually scared for myself right now.
We didn't laugh right away.
What is that?
There was a lot of confusion.
Like, what is that?
Oh shit! Here we go. You will die. I will bury you. You will die. I will give birth to you. I will watch you grow again. You will die. I will see you throwing yourself at me with tears in your eyes, begging me to stop. You will die. There is no end to a person like you.
Yeah.
And then this
So
fucking ominous
were-
gif.
We were cursed. We were kind of cursed. But that's her sense of humor.
And it's good. It's good. I like it a lot.
Exactly.
Oh god. So fucking weird.
The best
Yeah.
death threat I've ever received.
The best of all time. Are there any
Yeah.
more sad, like, are there any like really good quote retweets that we should look at? Should we just browse them?
So a lot of quote retweets are either like super duper virtual signaling, and they're like, collab with me, my rates are free, or for a hug, or something like that.
Oh, right. Yeah, like, don't get
Yeah.
charged. Don't watch out, everybody. Be careful out there.
My collab rates are free. Just your cost is friendship and hugs and kisses and everything else.
Undying loyalty.
Yes.
So yeah, everybody take a look at the giga ratio here of twice as many quotes and retweets as the likes. That's the kind of situation that we're dealing with. And there's more to this, by the way. It's not just this tweet. Like I said before, she was making headlines, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Oh, this one's satire. This is satire.
Yeah, this guy, he went a little bit too far, and that's what confused a lot of people too.
Yeah, this was a post that he actually made an apology because his post didn't have enough like signals that it was a joke. He said, "Don't even bother. I paid Akai $600 and have only gotten the follow. She still hasn't followed up with the collab. Am I done with the money? Yes, but that doesn't mean I should be tricked like this. Never again." It's very seriously written.
Check the comments too. Like he followed up in the comments too of that one when people are like, "Seriously?" And he's like, "Yeah, for real."
This is a bit, right? I wish this was a bit, Parsecs. See, like that's yeah. You take the joke and then you turn it into a non-joke when you write it so seriously like this. No emojis, no punctuation.
A little bit too far. No, like indication that it's satire.
Yeah, it's a little bit too flat, unfortunately.
And then the people
this one kind of sucks too, because it not only does it make the joke not funny, but it makes Akai look like a bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I kind of wish this tweet was deleted actually, but oh my god, it got so many likes. It got more likes than her post.
And so many quotes too. So many QRTs too.
Wait, let me see this. I'm kind of curious. I want to go down this.
I apologize publicly, but I'm not going to delete the tweet.
Oh yeah, this was indeed satire. It doesn't get nearly as much traction because that's how Twitter works. The apology will only get a fraction of what the drama instigates. That's just how this fucking shit works.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then of course, see people like this. I thought this was a meme. People are actually paying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So people ended up believing this guy, even though this was a whole bit too.
Yeah, everyone in here already thought it was a joke, but then this guy made them like they turned teams.
Like they doubted it. They doubted it.
Also, kind of in the same vein as the people saying, "Oh, my rates are free." There was also people who were just straight up trying to rip off Akai's shitpost with their collab rates.
Yeah,
like, I realize everyone's different, but like, come on. Can you guys decide to be mad or to steal the joke, or like, what do you do?
a lot of people stole the joke.
Oh no.
And that's actually something that that's a good quote retweet. That's actually something that Akai has been dealing with a lot, is a lot of people are stealing her graphics and using them for memes.
Yeah, I did see, I can't remember which one it was. I remember distinctly seeing something that Akai, I don't know if she ripped it from something else, but I saw it through her first, and then I saw something directly, like, verbatim taken from something that she posted before.
Yeah, exactly.
This is such a horny one, holy fuck.
YouTubers are something else.
YouTubers are something else.
That's why they have their own tag.
Chili trying to douse the fires, but Chili, all you can do is basically throw a bucket to the wildfires in California. I'm sorry, that was like the effect of what this was.
Yeah, or Maui.
I can't blame anyone for like missing the joke, because that's normal. You're not gonna understand all jokes. I miss jokes all the time. Most people don't get upset to this magnitude when they don't get a joke though. And then the worst part is, once it was clarified that it was a joke and that it was satire, people somehow became more offended. Like, oh, you should have put a comedy tag on, like what, something, so that I could tell it was a joke, me personally.
Exactly. People were getting, I think it's like embarrassment, lashing out in embarrassment. They're like, well, it's not funny if you can't tell it's a joke right away.
That's so untrue.
I know.
So that is a good segue as to explaining again why I decided to cut Twitter off of my phone. I can't deal with the community that we are surrounded with needing hug boxes to keep themselves safe. If you need a hug box, I think that's totally fine. Keep yourself within your hug box. There's an issue where the people who don't feel comfortable in different scenarios are constantly putting themselves in so many different scenarios that they will not feel comfortable in. They expect to get this treatment where the situation needs to cater towards their security. I don't know how to like phrase it more eloquently, but everyone has to be on the lookout and step on eggshells to make sure that nobody's getting their feelings hurt. If you don't like the area that you're in, don't be there. That's how I've been seeing it, and it makes me upset because so many VTubers fall into this category that they're not strong enough to just laugh at a dumb situation. I feel like if there's anything you guys want to learn from me, here, let me zoom in on myself. If you guys want to learn something about Toki Velveteen, you need to laugh in any kind of situation. Are you getting your hands chopped off right now? Laugh it off. Say, you want to hear the sound of no hands clapping?
What the?
Nothing's ever going to be perfect. And if you expect to live your life as though everything can be perfect, you're delusional. You're going to be going down a route of sadness, and you need to hurry up and get hit with a face slap full of realism, because that's just not how the world works. Give yourself a nice, comfortable space if you need one. Don't expect everyone to make it for you.
I mean, the thing is, Twitter gives you a lot of tools to help ignore people or block them or mute them, right? Well, except blocks are not going to be happening soon.
Ooh, good segue again, everybody. Not just the VTuber community has been pissing me off. This whole segment, this whole Twitter thing is for me personally. This is a very selfish thing. I'm just stealing the show with and making sure that we get to talk a lot about how awful this platform has really become. If you guys haven't seen it, Elon Musk put out a tweet today. The glorious bastard himself, the pioneer, the revolutionary who's only good at stripping away the things you love and hold near and dear to your heart. He's getting rid of the block feature. You know that asshole, that really racist VTuber that you guys really don't want to see on your timeline? Well, you might have to keep dealing with that. And it's kind of funny that I was just talking about keeping yourself in a space that you feel comfortable with, because guess what? You might not get to keep that space anymore. Unfortunately, blocks are on the chopping block.
But I'm.
All of my blockchain crypto gambling accounts without block. They'll just be chain.
It'll just be chain gang. What's up?
Chain coin.
Chain coin.
That one actually makes me mad. I saw that this morning, and you guys have no idea how many people I've blocked. I've blocked so many VTubers and graphics bots and OnlyFans spam bots.
I like looking at their profile pictures, not gonna lie.
Sure, you can mute them, but there's also a lot of people that I don't want to see my stuff or to comment on my stuff ever.
Yeah, it's a very serious security risk for your safety. Like, obviously if somebody's serious, they could just make another account and stalk you down, but like blocking is the first line of defense. It's like if we got rid of all militaries in the world, but we left all of the guns where they were. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah. Actually, that's a pretty good analogy for it. But yeah, honestly, I don't know why the block feature is gone, or he thinks that it needs to be gone. It needs to be gone. Right? What can you surmise? Can you explain?
I think actually I can think of 3 reasons. One is I think a lot of people have blocked Elon Musk on Twitter. 2 is I think a lot of people have blocked Twitter Blue or anyone with a check mark, really, users. And there's scripts for automating it.
Oh, and really?
3 is Twitter is one of the platforms where you're allowed to block advertisers, which is what I do.
Raise his hand.
A sponsored tweet, I block that motherfucker, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, every time I scroll down Twitter, here, wait, no, I have ad block on, so I won't be getting any ads on here. I would constantly on my phone, I would scroll down, see an ad, like a targeted ad, hit the fucking ... block user, move on with my life. If you do that a couple hundred times, you'll get some weird shit showing up on your feed. Like one guy paying like $50 a month to advertise one tweet that just says like, I don't know, may glory be thy name or something like that.
Really? I've never thought about actually blocking the advertisers before. That's so smart. That is so smart.
Kyo, it is against the Google terms of service. I saw that tweet as well, but we also found out that apparently Elon can just get around that by contacting them and saying, like in the same situation where it's against the terms to have an app shorter than 2 characters. He still got it approved somehow, and he has X as the official name for Twitter now on the App Store. Like, he's got contacts, and I'm sure enough money can be thrown somewhere where he can get around it. And also, on that same note, he's only getting rid of the blocking accounts feature. He's leaving in blocks on DM. So, theoretically, if it holds like that, you'll still have blocking on Twitter. Just for only DMs though.
Interesting.
Yeah, blocking gives too much power over the feed.
What you see? Oh my god.
Yeah. So now you have to block and mute people, and that's 2 buttons you have to click, which means I don't know. I'm sure some people will just start muting everyone also. So they'll probably get rid of mutes eventually.
Oh my gosh.
Does mutes of yeah, that still impacts the impressions still, yeah.
Oh, does it? That's what I was gonna ask. Like, blocking hurts people in the algorithm, right?
Absolutely does,
supposedly?
Yeah. So from what I'm aware of, if you block somebody, if you block them, I think it makes them less likely to show up on the people who follow you's feeds. So like if this isn't the kind of content you want to be seeing, it doesn't show it to your followers either, is what I believe I've seen. That's just going off of what people on Twitter say, and you can only trust that as far as you can throw a person.
So what about muting too? Does that hurt them too? Because sometimes I just want to hurt people on the algorithm.
I think it does.
I don't know how much it does. I thought it would just like stop you from giving impressions.
Wow.
Mutes, blocks, and reports will all nerf a tweet. But it will also, you can also nerf yourself that way. So you know how it takes like a while for Twitter to recognize, oh, you're a VTuber, you post VTuber content, I'll show you to other people who look at VTuber content. But if you go around blocking a bunch of other VTubers, Twitter's gonna get confused and be like, oh, I'm not sure you actually belong in this bucket after all, because you don't want to see it. So I won't show VTuber content to your followers, and I won't show you to other people who like VTuber content.
I see.
I don't know how strong that effect is. I also haven't looked at the code to see if it exists. I don't even know if they update that code anymore that they posted.
Do they even have people that they could pay to update it for them? I think their office was probably like, what, 8 people maybe?
Really?
Silly. Well, I don't. That's just me using hyperbole. But remember, Elon Musk got rid of like so many people from Twitter's original staff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like over 100 people, wasn't it? I think. A lot of fucking people to run a website.
I don't remember the actual number, but there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people.
So yeah, just another laundry list of things to hate Twitter for, everybody. And the VTuber community. That's right, we love drama, but we hate drama, but we love drama, but we hate drama, but we can't deal with drama. Oh, it's so tiresome. I just want to sleep.
what is the part that you hate the worst about the VTuber community? Like
You-
one thing.
You couldn't have asked a better question, Marna. If you ever want me to talk about something, ask me what I hate. Because I seem to be way better at hating things than I do loving things. It's the worst, man.
I think that's how humans work. I think that's
It's
why
a strong feeling.
I think that's why our media works the way that it does.
Kyo says we should go back to Instagram. No, don't go back to Instagram. Go just make a really good Discord. Make a really good Discord. What's the one thing that I hate the most about the VTuber community? There's a few really good things that I want to bring up. If I have to choose just one, I would say I really hate how, well, this doesn't even go for just the VTuber community. Trends are the only thing that I ever see VTubers post. It's always just trendy things. You know what, like the fucking GIF of, I don't know if it's Oshinoko. It's a girl wearing a pink cardigan with orange hair and like yellow highlights, and she's like getting like really dressed up, and everybody is quoting that same fucking GIF with something new, but it's usually the same thing that somebody else has posted. There was one post that I saw using that GIF that said me getting ready to go out and eat like Taco Bell or something, like something like that, knowing full well that I'm lactose intolerant. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a little funny. Somebody else posts something else 6 hours later, me going out to eat an entire wheel of cheese even though I'm lactose intolerant, uses the pink girl getting dressed up gif. I'm like, did you, there's no way two people just decided to use the same gif for the same prompt, like by happenstance, right? It's just so out of the blue. So I hate that part where everybody is only as funny as the person before them. That's
so they
what I
all
hate.
just follow trends and there's no originality.
Yeah. I think I wish there were more VTubers that were willing to pioneer stuff, but I get it. I can simultaneously understand why people do it and hate it at the same time. People use trends because that's the only way to get like notoriety nowadays, is following a trend, picking up patterns and shit like that. That's why TikToks go viral, is because everybody uses the same sound font and it gets really popular, and then more people use it.
I think I agree with you, like, severely. If I have to reflect on where I was at, like, mentally and creatively when I started VTubing, and then the longer I went and the more active I got on Twitter, I feel like my bar for coming up with creative stream ideas has been dragged down by exposing myself to Twitter.
You know, I actually resonate with that statement a lot about how your creative bar has gone progressively down by looking at the examples set before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stream ideas and stuff. I feel like when I first was born, I had so many ideas. And I didn't write any of them down. Right. And then the further and further we progress, it's like
Why bother?
Gaming stream. Right?
Yeah, we go into the
I'm losing
spiraling.
it.
We go into the spiraling
Listening to that
abyss.
with this music specifically. The fucking despair of a VTuber.
We start out thinking that we can like put all these ideas to paper, and since they're cool and interesting enough, they'll draw attention, but that it doesn't always work out like that. It's kind of depressing. You know what does work though? Playing hours and hours of Minecraft, playing hours and hours of Terraria. People love that shit, and it's good. The first thing I found out when I started doing YouTube shorts is that all of my Minecraft shorts, no matter how good they were, would always do better than anything else that I wanted to do.
Really?
I still like Minecraft, by the way, but yeah.
I feel like shorts is a whole different world too. Like Minecraft shorts do so well. And like Minecraft TikToks, like those Minecraft parkour TikToks with like a Reddit Am I the Asshole story.
Yeah, with an AI reading it
played
out.
over it with an AI voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Why is it like Minecraft parkour? That's not the first parkour game that comes to mind.
Minecraft's just high search volume. So if you combine
guess
that
so.
with whatever other prompts that you actually want to talk about, it just boosts it up into the algorithm. The Minecraft is just, it's like the backdrop we've got behind our podcast. It's as important as the grass behind us.
Maybe we should play a video of Minecraft parkour behind us while we podcast too.
I got you guys.
Or Subway Surfer. Or Subway Surfer.
Or like some ducks eating bread, you know? Because I saw a clip of what was it, Vsauce, and he was explaining this in an interview. He calls it sludge content, where it's like half of it is the Minecraft parkour, the other half is the thing you're actually wanting to watch.
Yeah. That's a great term for it.
Yeah, but the point that he makes though is we've always enjoyed sludge content. Do you not like look at birds and like if you're outside in a park and you're talking to someone, you'll like look at the birds while you talk to someone. You don't just make eye contact and look at nothing else.
True. We like to settle our eyes on something that's moving slightly.
Yeah.
I feel like, right?
Marna, can you move a little bit?
Yeah.
Just wiggle. There
There
you go, guys. There's your duck eating. It's Marna. Everyone, don't give her white bread. That's bad for her. Give her like oat bread or something like that.
No, I want white bread.
War.
Kyo says she think. What's up? I thought you were about to say
No, I
something.
just made a sound. I just made a sound.
Kyo has tons of projects, but not enough time to do them. The little ones got you shackled down. You know what the thing is have you guys heard the expression, or not? I don't know the expression, but like they talk about how an artist is more creative when he's imprisoned. Like when he's shackled up, all of his creativity is gonna come to fruit, or like be born in his mind. But when you're actually free, it's a lot harder to be inspired because there's more distractions that'll keep you from thinking about what you want to do. That's how I felt actually when I was working at the factory, is that all of my best ideas would come to me when I had no time to act upon them. I would be standing there at my job, just unable to do anything about it. I couldn't use my phone, get on the internet, or anything like that. All I could do was think about what I wanted to do. And the moment I left my job, without fail, I would forget everything. It was like a curse. So all the time in the world, it'll like sometimes hold you back. What's up?
I have a bad reputation for always forgetting things people say in conversations, but when it comes to those things, like just ideas for stream or content, or just anything creative, I'll always remember it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Fucking
I
broken
write it
head.
down, but I have it all in my head. I have my whole lore. I have fucking music videos in my head. I have everything. It's all in there.
I'm jealous.
So
I think it's the ADHD brain for me.
Could be.
I've actually looked up like tutorials on how to be more creative, which is stupid, right? You get like all these motivational like checklists and stuff like that, like exercise more, get a good night's of sleep, go on walks outside in nature, connect with nature. No, but one that really stuck out to me was that when you are consuming content, your brain cannot produce content. So you cannot be creative while you're like doom scrolling on Twitter and stuff like that. You have to like, clear your mind somehow
True.
by doing something else.
That's what Dr. K used to say. He used to say like, if you want to get a clear head, you have to stop thinking. He would tell you to meditate,
yeah.
sit down, and focus on your breathing and nothing else. And then you'll feel a little bit rejuvenated, and your mind gets cleared up of all the fucking fog that's being thrown at you on a day-to-day basis. I talk like Dr. K is dead. He's not dead. He's Dr. K used to tell me before that fateful day.
R.I.P. Dr. K.
No,
What if we send R.I.P. Dr. K trending on Twitter?
he'd probably be really fucking confused.
And be like, guys, this is satire.
It's just satire, guys. He's not actually dead. And then Papakumo quote retweets, "Fucking rest in peace, Dr. K. I was there at the fucking funeral. It was so sad." And then someone replies, "Are you serious? He's really dead?" And then Papakumo's like, "He's really dead."
Yeah, I saw it in the obituary. Yup. I touched his dead body in the coffin. It was an open casket funeral.
That man had dry skin.
Stella, Dr. K is an Indian mental health expert. He does like psychiatry and shit like that, and he's a pretty good motivational speaker, but he's like very in tune with like meditation and stuff like that. Not like the fake ass shit where you start flying when he's like you do cross leg stance and then you start levitating from the air, but like the kind of meditation where you just sort of like cleanse your thoughts and shit.
Do you guys have like any creative rituals or things you do when you want to get into that zone of like, if you had the mission of like, okay, the next thing you have to make has to be freaking awesome. You can't follow any trends. It has to be entirely from your own head. Like, what would you do? What's your step one to like figure out that idea?
I know easily. Mine is to be awake at like 3 in the morning. Half asleep.
Sleep deprived, really?
Unironically, sleep deprived. Do you know why?
Why?
Let me see if you can take a guess. Why do you think I would do better at being creative if I'm sleep deprived? Any theories, Kuma?
I don't know. You're not thinking logically. You have less logical obstacles in your brain. I feel like when you're half asleep, there's a lot of RNG just happening.
Kind of.
Do your bad thoughts go away? Do they go to sleep, but you don't?
That might also be a part of it. The main thing for me though is when I'm half asleep, I'm not already occupying myself on my computer. And I'm not focused on something. Yeah. So when I'm half asleep, if I'm just laying there in bed unable to do something, my mind will be moving on its own towards just whatever the hell it wants to. And I never went through with it. There was a stream idea that I wanted to do that I came up with at 3 in the morning. What happened was I was like, I want to do something unique. And so I thought about it. I'm like, what if I did a stream where I played Grand Theft Auto correctly and my stream interface was like the inside of a car and I was playing the game in first person, and you would just like see the only part of my VTuber model you would see would be my eyes in the rear view mirror, and that's all you could see.
Ooh, that would be so cool, actually.
Just about 30 minutes, no, not just like an hour and a half ago, I deleted that scene from my OBS.
What?
I had it all set up too.
Though?
I didn't want to do it anymore. I don't know. I didn't feel like I could do that idea justice. Where would chat be? The radio? Yeah, the radio.
I wouldn't throw away ideas if you like feel like they're not gonna work. Maybe it's because the streaming format is too long, like to keep people entertained, but it'd be a good like punchy wow factor for a short or like a short video. Like a 3-minute video.
Yeah, I think it would be, because Grand Theft Auto 5 is really popular in the algorithm too. That's why, like, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there's also like a bunch of Grand Theft Auto like Subway Surfers-esque background noise for shorts too.
Learning
I haven't really come across
them. Has made me more observant of like the fact that having a fear of making bad art will really get in your way. So I feel like that's kind of what that is. I think you should have just done it, even if it was shit for one stream.
Yeah, I could probably come up with it and do something better that I think will do it justice. I think that's like a big roadblock for a lot of VTubers too, or a lot of content creators in general, not just VTubers. But the idea that for so many VTubers that have not debuted yet, the first stream has to be perfect. And they get so nervous, and they get like the sweats, the palms sweaty, knees weak. I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
You didn't technically have a debut, right? So were you even nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous
For
at
your first
all.
stream?
I kind of cheated though. My first stream was done with 2 other people, so. Or at least with
oh
my
yeah, I
model.
remember.
Yeah.
We looked at that.
Yeah, we were going through memory lane and I was egoing at myself like, oh my god, I was so funny back in the day. How can I still be so funny? Haha, this Toki guy's really fucking cool.
What
Not
about you, Marna?
even.
Were you nervous for your debut?
Oh, totally. I was, but I knew it wasn't gonna be great because Scuff is like haha funny at the same time. But I did what I can for no budget, and I thought I did pretty good.
Rolling with a scuff is super
for-
important.
Yeah. Like, at least on Twitter, people are like, haha, Scuff is the spice of stream and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, it'll be fine. I can be the Scuffy bunny.
Scuffy bunny.
But I
Different
kind
from
of had
stuffy bunny.
I kind of had like a little script in the beginning, so I was a little bit nervous about if I was gonna forget that or not. Like, but I think I did okay. I did okay.
I think it was a great debut stream. That was really fun.
Thank you. Arigato.
Is there a VOD? I've never seen your debut, Marna.
Oh, I think I downloaded it. I can upload it to
I'm so
to
curious.
YouTube. Yeah, I'll upload it to YouTube after.
I was definitely not nervous for my debut. I'm very detached
No?
from what people think about me in general.
That's awesome.
I operate at my best when I just do things because I want to do them, and that's why I think Twitter's been bad. It's the exact opposite of that.
It wants you to post daily, right?
Yeah, you gotta post daily. You gotta post in your niche. You gotta post things that get good engagement, so you get blah blah blah. And then Twitch wants you to be live at a same time, same day every week. Like, I don't want. What if I want to spend 1 month? Yeah. What if I want to spend a month building a fucking mech out of wieners? I don't know.
What if Sunday morning I wake up and it's 11 a.m. and I'm just like, I've got the drive?
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Kumo, I forgot to ask back to you. What do you do for creativity?
Oh, I have a very reliable ritual, which is I will put on music and I will go for a walk, and I'll just walk with no destination for hours until I have good ideas.
Oh,
And it works every time.
I was
That's-
expecting to hear the weed.
No. Weed,
That's
weed
funny.
doesn't do anything but make you stupider. That's what I Unless you do very small amounts. But I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it. For me, music is way more what's the word?
Inspirational? Yeah. A side note, I feel like, well, this is just a little tangent, but I feel like weed helps for psychic accuracy though. When you're like reading cards.
For psychic accuracy. Please elaborate. I would really like to up my psychic accuracy stat.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
It's like why the witch brews her stew. That steam, that funk coming from the top of it, that ain't just for smell.
Mm-hmm.
You lost me.
Exactly.
It's drugs.
Oh.
Hey, Kumo, you want to do that other thing that we were going to do for this podcast?
Lamau?
Yeah.
You mean reminisce?
Yeah, let's do some reminiscing.
Aren't we already?
Kind of, yeah. But this one's going to be a little bit more targeted.
Yeah, let's keep going backwards in
boy.
time. So, I don't know why, but I was thinking about what was I thinking about? I don't know, I just had the imagery all of a sudden. I think it was maybe because Toki at some point you asked Marna and I about what we should get for a commission. And the other night I was thinking, what would it look like if Toki, Kumo, and Marna were all like 10? What would a bunch of 10-year-old VTuber art commission look like? And then I just started wondering like what you guys were like as kids. And who was the most likely to like eat glue or something. So I have a list of questions we can go through, but I kind of just wanted to
boy.
like, yeah, see which one of us were like the most deranged or maybe the most normal children.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
I think I am the most normal person out of all of us here.
You think you're the most normal?
I think so. I think I'm the most normal. I think you guys
Now or
had
as
some.
a kid?
As a kid, I bet you guys had some special childhoods.
Special childhood.
Some special childhoods. I'm gonna guess it right now.
Interesting.
The only thing special about me was that I got held back for Spanish class.
What?
Yeah.
You can get help. Wait, in what grade?
Oh, not held
know,
back.
I was gonna
Sorry,
say.
I lied. Not held back. I went to summer school for Spanish class.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, like, you can get held back for an elective?
No, but I definitely sucked at Spanish. It was like super pushed too. I wanted to learn French and shit, not Spanish, but whatever, man. I guess I learned something like "Por qué no las dos, eh?"
Yeah, Spanish is like the default language in most schools in the US for some reason, like as far as secondary language goes.
Probably because we share a fucking border with Mexico, but that's just a hunch.
To be fair, yeah, I don't know when you'd ever use French in the US except for like when you're ordering a croissant.
Or if you're gonna buy some
Croissant?
Putin from Canada.
I think I was a pretty normal kid. I don't think I was. I mean, I liked boyish things. I was a fucking video game nerd, and I was a bit of a little bitch, but I was pretty normal, I think.
I think I was pretty fucking normal too. I think we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Who's gonna be the most normal out of all this?
When
So
did
maybe
you?
this one will be a good opener question then. I think we'll get right to the root of the weirdness.
All right, go ahead, lay it on us.
Okay.
Which of us do you think had imaginary friends for the longest?
I think this might not be that fair because all of us lived in the age where Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was airing on TV, and at least one of us was influenced by that.
Dude, that cartoon was so good though.
It was a really good cartoon. Marna?
I think Kumo. I think Kumo.
You think Kumo?
Yeah.
I don't think Kumo ever had an imaginary friend.
I bet.
Your
he
tone
did.
makes me think it's you, Toki.
I bet it's me. I self-report.
Really?
Yeah, I'll self-report. I think it's me,
Really?
yeah.
I'll also self-report because I also think it's me.
Really?
Yeah. I could almost, I don't know. I gotta guarantee. I want you to say, how old were you? What was your
Marna,
oldest?
Marna, what's your vote?
I voted Kumo.
Voted Kumo. Okay, so 2 for Kumo, 1 for me. You want to know how old I was?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I promise you, my number is embarrassing.
I think it was the same month. Whatever the exact date was for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, like aired, that exact month I had one, and then it was gone. But I know my sister had one when she was growing up. She named him Bob, and Bob climbed on walls a bunch apparently. But that was like really, really young. So I would say I might have been 8 or 9.
Okay, Toki loses.
That's a very reasonable imaginary friend, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Dude, all right. No, I'm gonna blow your mind. I think I had imaginary friends up till.
Don't dox yourself.
How would I dox myself with this information?
Don't dox your age.
Up until 19, I think.
What?
I can explain, but it's almost funnier if I don't. Basically, in high school, I lived in the backroom state known as Ohio, and I knew that when I left high school, that I was not going to live in Ohio anymore. And I had a significant fear of losing people, so I didn't want to make any friends. So I went all of high school making 0 friends, and the consequences of that was me having imaginary friends, so I didn't go fucking insane. And yeah, it was pretty rad.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm not even embarrassed about it because I think in
I
some
think
ways
that's
it made
awesome.
my life very tolerable and easy, and I've learned a lot about myself in those years. And I think of them as like artistic muses now. I feel very fond about them to this day.
That's actually very fair, I feel like. I feel like that's super fair.
Are you trying to play good cop? Because that's fucking weird, Marna.
What? No! They're not imaginary if you believe they're real still.
That's so true.
Right? Right? Like, what if I believe in spirits? And then I can see spirits.
Have you ever heard of tulpas?
Yeah,
Yes!
Tulpas
I
are
love
fucking.
reading about those!
Yeah,
That's basically what that is.
Right?
but like tulpas are like they're like a psychotic disease where you literally believe there is somebody there.
Well, wait. No, aren't they like a collective imaginary concept that grew power from everybody's imagination all together, believing the same thing?
I
think there's like the Buddhist / pagan tulpa, which is that, and then there's like the pseudoscience 4chan tulpa, where all the bronies were making imaginary ponies and
bronies and all the anime losers.
yes.
Trying to get my own personal
Guys.
Megumin over here, guys. Can you chill out?
Guys, Umineko? You know the visual novel, When They Cry, Umineko?
Oh, yeah.
It changed me forever. And Beatrice still lives in my head. She's still there.
Let me Google
Like,
that.
I have to keep believing her so that she won't die.
Isn't that a thing too? Like otherkin?
Oh, that
what do
one.
they call it? Where you believe that a character from a show or something transcended from another universe into your head and is real?
That is totally a thing too.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
I don't think
I think it's called otherkin, but I think there's another name for it too.
I don't think it's otherkin.
It's not
I don't know
otherkin?
what it was. I'm not sure.
I know there's also reality shifters, but I don't really know how that works.
Marna, didn't you like have a statement at the beginning of this where you said you were the most normal?
Absolutely.
Do you still believe that?
Absolutely.
I think if I had to put Marna in a category, I think it's the most likely to practice Wiccanism. Wicca? Wicca.
Wicca's too white. I like paganism better. I like.
Damn it, that was my second choice.
Wicca's too white, light, and happiness for me.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's like white witches where they like, you say, do positive, only use positive thinking to manifest positive results or something like that.
I remember being 16 and having a 14-year-old friend who was casting a spell because she lost her cat.
Oh, that's a good reason to, though.
But I just remember thinking, that shit ain't gonna work. That's not gonna find her cat. What are you doing?
Did you find her cat, though?
Definitely not.
No!
She lost her cat in like a part of Southern California, rampant with coyotes and like.
No!
was gone.
That's sad. That's sadness.
Toki's losing his mind.
Yeah. See, Toki's not normal. What's wrong
I
with
think Toki was
you?
reality shifting.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, Toki as a stuffed bunny actually exists in the real world because Toki believes that Toki is a stuffed bunny. Strongly. Strongly, right?
I'm
Right?
a stuffed rabbit because I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I think therefore it is.
That's the secret.
Oh.
It's like the Matrix.
That's kind of fucking crazy.
you believe this spoon is not real, so it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
it's
is the
then gone.
Matrix. It's literally the Matrix.
Guys,
There's
I
a
just
word
found a
for
life hack to get rich. Guys, I found out how to solve all of our problems. Didn't you guys
Simply
actually teach me about that?
imagine.
You guys taught me about that recently, though. It's called like manifesting, like, what was it, Marna? Manifesting something?
Manifestation.
Yeah, like where you keep believing in something so that it'll happen.
Yeah, it worked for me.
I did that for playing. Was it playing chess against Kumo? No, it was playing Yahtzee with Kumo. We were playing Yahtzee the other night, and I was literally manifesting a Yahtzee to pop out of the next roll, and it literally did.
It was disgusting.
Good job. Good job.
I don't know how it happened, but there are magical elves out there, I think, guys, and I think this is good evidence towards that. Just go gamble. Just believe you'll win, and you will.
Exactly.
That's
but
true.
make
Wait,
su-
that's such a good idea. Oh my god, I want to go to TwitchCon.
I told you, I've got a secret to make money now.
There you go.
Believe that will always land on red and bet all of your money on red.
Bet on 27,
There you
dude. Not
go.
red. Bet on 27.
27. I always go 0 because it's green.
Nah, it's cheating. You gotta go with a random number, because if it's that random number, then you fucking called it. Anyway, what's the next prompt?
Let's see. Who was notorious for getting into mischief?
Toki.
Yeah,
I bet
also vote
Marna.
Toki.
I bet Marna.
I think Toki. I don't. No, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl.
I feel like you've had some stories about being on the boat. I bet you've gotten to some boat mischief back in the day.
I think Marna
That-
discovered her mischief.
But even years
Later in
before?
life. Later in life.
Was I
Sometimes
Not
you
as a
grow
kid.
into the mischief.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying,
was always on the good guy side.
I'm trying to think of the most mischievous thing that I've ever done. I'm kind of fucking blasé though. What is mischievous, by the way? Maybe mischievous to me means something completely different in actuality.
Like, can you pull a prank on somebody? Do you have the heart to pull a prank on somebody?
Me pulling a prank on somebody is like slapping their ass.
I never did that. You're worse.
Mischief
Have you, like-
apparently is playful misbehavior or troublemaking and playful is underlined. So I think that's important.
All right, chat, is grabbing somebody's ass playful or not?
Definitely
I think-
can be.
I think
Whose
the
ass was
intention.
it? When and where?
Whose ass? Do you need a list?
It's Toki. Toki
Was
for
it like
sure.
the homies' asses, or was it just like,
The bromies, the homies,
That-
the
that-
missies?
yeah, that person over there has a grabbable ass?
I did not grab random girls' asses, by the way. It was mostly just my friends slapping
That's
them.
good. I was
Have
not
you,
much
like,
of an ass
pantsed?
grabber.
Have you pantsed anybody?
I think I have before, but I actually don't remember if I have. If I did, it wasn't very memorable to me.
What about you, Kumo? What kind of mischief were you up to?
I hacked a lot of accounts.
Oh, that's
Wi-Fi
right. You told me this
That's
story
right.
about how you literally hacked your friend's account and you I don't remember the details actually.
I just when I learned how to hack, or that hacking was a thing in like middle school, I would just
Oh my
hack all
gosh.
my friends' accounts all the time for fun, and not even in like smart ways either. I'd like DM them with an alt that was named like MSN administrator, and I'd just be like, hey, what is your first dog's name?
Your mom's maiden name.
And where did you go to elementary school? And yeah, it was that easy.
What's the color of your first car you ever
Wow.
owned?
I'd always give
Kumo's a
accounts back,
genius.
but that's what I liked to do back then, was just violate people's security.
So I violated
Kumo's a
people's
genius.
asses. You violated people's like personal security. What did you violate, Marna?
I actually don't have any stories from when I was a child. they really literally all come from my boat days because we always pranked each other. Like, I would put a long hair in someone's coffee, like another crew member's coffee, and then they drink it. or like the bathrooms always got clogged, so there was a lot of like poopy play that we did. Like I picked up someone's turd with a fork before and chased other crew members with it.
What the fuck?
That's just the kind of stuff we do on the boat. I got thrown overboard because of that though.
What the?
What the fuck? Boat life is different.
Wait, Kumo.
It's very different.
Who's worse, me or Marna?
Toki.
Was this post the school years that you were on the boat?
It was post school years, so I don't have any stories from when I was a kid because I was a good girl, I told you.
I think Marna wins the Mischief Award.
I think so too.
What about childhood though? I think Kumo might.
Yeah, what's worse, grabbing asses or hacking 1,000 accounts?
You're just role playing. It was just role play. You were role playing as an AOL admin.
Man, I think it's gotta go to Kumo because that's like some havoc you could wreak.
Yeah, I think that's like serious trauma that you've probably ingrained into your friends.
I've probably done worse, but I'm not going to mention it on stream.
Thanks for saving us from having to go to court and not leaving this as like evidence. Thanks.
An AOL VTuber.
Good luck catching me, federal agents.
AOL was the orange running man, right? MSN was like the butterfly.
Orange?
I think it was either yellow or orange.
It's like yellow orange. It's like macaroni and cheese color.
Yeah, he looks like a macaroni and cheese mascot.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember is the "You've Got Mail" thing.
That's a good that's a good sound effect.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Can
that's
never
royalty
forget.
free now.
I think.
I don't think it is. I think they still use it.
Bitches.
Really?
When you check your AOL mail.
Fucking losers. Just give it to public domain. You guys don't want it.
And AOL was never free, right?
You had to pay your internet through them.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was never free.
The Messenger was free, but yeah, not the internet service.
Yeah, the Messenger was free. I remember that.
Hit us with the next one, Kumo.
Who had the most extensive collection of action figures or dolls?
Raise his hand.
You?
Self-reported.
This definitely wasn't me. I was not an action figure lad.
I think I even have more stuffed animals than Marna did.
I think you're probably right, honestly. I remember I was pretty careless as a kid and I had a toy box and everything went in the toy box and came back out as one tangled lump.
Oh.
Because of like Barbie's hair and stuff.
The amalgamation of stuffed rabbits and animals.
It was like Katamari Damacy. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. What did you have, Toki, though?
So I've had like so many Pokemon stuffed rabbits, action figures. I have some still actually. I've got a stuffed plushie of Ampharos, the Pokemon. I have an entire box of old stuffed animals and stuffed Pokemon that I've kept throughout my time. And the first stuffed animal that I actually ever had, I remember his name very well. His name was Froggy. You guessed it, he was a frog. I felt really bad for Froggy now that I've grown up because he had like not a lot of stuffing in him, so he was very limp and he just kind of wiggled around a lot.
It's a floppy boy.
He was a floppy boy, and you know what floppy boys are really good for?
Chucking at walls.
Swinging around.
You guys are both right. Throwing into the ceiling fan. Poor Froggy. I would constantly throw him in the air and see if he would get caught onto one of the ceiling fan blades and he would spin around and get flung off somewhere and then hit the wall. So yeah, you guys are both right.
Dude, I
That's
knew what
so
it was gonna
funny.
be because I had a floppy bear named Teddy that was for the exact same purpose.
Really?
No.
And
Poor
then
Goot.
I think
Poor Teddy.
I think he got thrown into the toilet once.
No.
Fucking
Which
rest
was
of Peps.
also funny to think about because the other day I visited my brother and he was like, "Hey, remember that bear you used to have?" I was like, "Yeah, what about it?" And he said, "I used to suck on it." I'm like, "That's crazy. It fell in the toilet."
That's disgusting. That's fucking awful.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
God, I want to vomit. Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah. Did you suck on
Sorry.
Froggy?
I probably did. Like, that's like a thing kids do though. They're like teething and mouthing. That's normal. But like
Yeah, you just
your
put things
bear
in your
fell
mouth.
into the toilet.
Well, it's because he wasn't stuffed. He had like those little micro beans in them.
Oh yeah, like a beanie bear.
Yeah, and it made such a satisfying thud, so I just chuck him across the house. And I'm pretty sure just one day went down the hallway, through the door, into the toilet. It's just like the perfect trajectory.
Was he leaky? Did he leak his beads everywhere?
I honestly don't remember.
I'm trying to think if Froggy also had beads like that. I think he was like regular something cotton in him. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Huh?
Oh god, don't tell me you still have Froggy.
You still have Froggy?
If you still have Froggy,
Wow.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
My mom believed in like my mom was bullish on Beanie Babies. So she would collect a lot of them. So if anybody had
We're the original NFTs.
they literally were. She was very bullish on Beanie Babies, and
I've
I think
got him
she
right
still
here.
has. You got Froggy?
He does have those little like bead ass beads in him. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get a picture really quick. I'll post it in Cobwebs and
Wow.
Dustbunnies.
Now I'm so curious if Teddy and Froggy were like the same brand of stuffed animals.
Maybe.
They sound
'Cause
like
he's
dog
If
toys.
he's got like plump little hands and feet, then he might be.
Oh my
Kind
gosh.
of. Let me get a picture of him where.
I can't believe we're gonna get a Froggy reveal.
Right? We're gonna get a Froggy reveal. That's amazing.
Wait, I'm gonna post a Discord link so that everyone can join our Discord and see the Froggy reveal.
Yeah. Come on in, guys.
I can't believe I still have him.
Join the Cobwebs and Dustbunny Discord to see Toki's Froggy and the one that he sucked on, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
but-
kind of clean, honestly.
We have a daily trickle of memes happening.
Sometimes we have good discussions too.
Sometimes. Oh my god, that looks worse than I imagined.
By the way, frogs are my least favorite animal in the world.
Oh. Okay, yeah, he's definitely a different brand than Teddy, but he definitely looks beaten down.
He's got years of being thrown into the ceiling fan. I feel bad for him now.
He looks broken.
He looks so broken and
He
like
kinda-
forlorn.
All the beads like evacuated his torso and they're all in his ass. So he's got like quite the dumpy. He's got a pear shape.
He is a pear shape.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I had him.
You can sleep with him now.
No, it's okay. I'll just put him back in the box.
Wow.
Should we move on to another question?
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's do that.
Who had, at any point in your childhood, the most creative or cool Halloween costume?
I bet it was Kumo.
I bet it was,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Does like the most hobo poor person Halloween costume count too?
It might, if there's a cool story, like, I built an astronaut costume with my mother. We were both poor, and we made it out of shoes from our bond over shoes. I don't know.
The story was there.
My mother was
lost it.
my mother was super creative. She would buy those she was like really good at sewing. So she would buy those like costume, like what is it, patterns? And she made me like a Pikachu onesie and a Sailor Moon costume and all those
That's
things.
cool.
That's awesome.
Right. I think I still have the Pikachu onesie, by the way. It still fits.
That's crazy.
It still fits.
Wait, how old were you when you got that?
The Pikachu one, I think I was actually in like middle school. The Sailor Moon one was definitely elementary school.
That's impressive. Although I guess they say that girls mature earlier than boys, so maybe that is more logical.
Your power spike was in 5th grade.
Yeah, there's no chance I would fit in anything from middle school.
Yeah, I think I was like really tall in middle school and then I just stopped growing. I was taller than boys at the time.
Got some
That's
short
very
ass
common.
kids in your school, I bet. They all 4'3".
I don't remember.
I think my most
Toki,
yeah.
I was gonna say, you strike me as someone who might not have worn a lot of costumes because you thought you were too cool.
That's very true. So I have to go back to when I was like a little kid. You got me right on the nose though. I think the most creative one I had was actually a pre-bought Halloween costume. It was the blue dinosaur from Dragon Tales.
Ah.
It was just like it was like one of those foam costumes that were really cheap, but they charge you out the ass for it, even though it's basically made like with $3 worth of materials. It was probably worth $50, I bet. They sold it probably for $50. It's just a scam.
Dude, selling Halloween costumes must be such a good business.
It is.
The fact you could only do it once a year.
Oh,
That's why they have those spirit stores. They occupy like a vacant space and then disappear once Halloween is over.
like a
Yeah,
phantom.
the pop-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spooky.
I don't have a lot of costume stories. I guess dressing up for not Halloween, but for Anime Expo was more interesting. Because I cross-dressed and wore the Boku no Hero Academia female school uniform, skirt and thigh highs.
Oh, you didn't wear the bodysuit that Ochako wears?
No, gosh, no. I don't think anyone wants to see that.
That's
I think
kind
I've
of
worn
cute,
a lot
though.
of Halloween costumes.
Kumo, you look like you'd have some creative costumes. Like, I bet you go all out.
I don't remember all my costumes, but I remember at least once. I can't remember if I was Blade or if I was Neo.
Ooh.
And then I remember in 6th grade I was Napoleon Dynamite because I remember wearing my Vote for Pedro shirt and I
The same shirt.
Oh my
spray
god.
painted my hair orange. And it was very bad. Such an easy costume though, because it's just a t-shirt.
Yeah, you just have to look like a fucking
Yeah.
nerd.
And you say the R word a lot.
That's true. That's true. Your mom goes to college.
Oh, Gina, come get some ham.
Get some food, you fat lord.
This stupid fucking movie.
That's a good movie. His dance scene was it was epic, if I do say so myself.
It is
It was such a
epic.
good movie.
He had badass boots too. Whatever those were, those moon boots, whatever the fuck he was wearing. I want a pair of those. I think I would look great in them. Kumo,
You should do it.
what's
Follow
the-
your dreams.
what's the next
Follow your
thing on our
dreams.
list?
Hang on. I accidentally opened a Google image search with Blade from Blade.
Blade from Blade. The titular Blade.
Who was the champion of hide and seek?
My dad.
Nah. Yeah, your dad. What?
I want to say Marna for some reason, but Marna just said she was taller than the other kids, and being a tall kid makes hide and seek a lot harder.
It really does. It really does. I don't specifically remember
Does this have to be
Unless
like a
it was-
literal hide and seek, or can it be like the voted most likely to win at hide and seek?
Don't seem the same to me. But let's go with the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
it-
continue,
Yeah.
Marna.
If it was today, I think Marna would win. I mean, look at her. You could
I think
fold her
I
up,
would
put her
win
in a
too.
suitcase.
Just iron me afterwards.
Yeah, I've got to get the wrinkles out from hiding in the bushes.
Exactly.
When I worked at Best Buy, I think I have a good running in this. When I worked at Best Buy, there are like these plastic totes that a bunch of stuff comes in. Kumo, you're familiar with them, I'm sure. But just imagine like these little plastic bins, everybody. They're probably I don't like the size of I don't even know how to put this into perspective for everybody. But it's probably like 3 feet long and then 1.5 foot long, kind of rectangle looking ass thing. Anyway, I was able to sit my entire body and contort into it. And then I had my coworkers put another one on top of it so that I was perfectly
God.
hidden in between two of these little plastic bins. And they rolled me up to my supervisor one day and they said, "Hey, supervisor, you're not gonna like what we saw today. Like, you're not gonna like what we saw in the truck today." And she's like, "Oh God, what happened this time?" And then I kicked the top one off with my feet and I just like scream at the top of my lungs, "Ah!" And I scared the shit out of my manager.
Why didn't you bring that up in the
funny.
pranking or the mischievous story?
I just forgot it happened. I was good at hiding and I'm mischievous.
Did your supervisor have a heart attack? Did you get penalized?
No, I only got shot.
Damn.
It wasn't that
Darn it.
bad.
I forgot they keep a revolver in the supervisor's office.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It was a funny little prank from them, honestly. I only limped home that day.
Aww. They went easy on you. You could have gotten fired, but you only got shot instead.
Yeah, the hospital bills definitely definitely were pretty pricey, but hey, that's what it takes to be a comedian these days. You gotta be willing to bite the bullet.
True.
Dun-tsh.
Now you have me wondering if in this economy it's better to get fired or shot.
Probably shot.
I
Probably
don't know,
shot.
healthcare's pretty bad.
Kumo, how about you? What's your best hide and seek?
I think I was on average pretty dog shit at hide and seek because I was always the tallest kid. But I do remember I had one redeeming round that I remember to this day. In my parents' garage, there was for some reason, no, I know what it was. It was like a tarp for, you know how you mow the lawn and you put all the clippings in a bag if it's like a shitty lawnmower?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was like one of these tarps for like putting leaves and grass in, and I just went under it, and it looked like some, I don't know. My garage had like a bunch of tools and shit in it that just had tarps, so I just looked like a tool with a tarp. And nobody found me, and they were like, eventually they're like, "Okay, you can come out now. We're done playing." I was like, "No, this is my one time I get to win. I am staying here." I stayed there for like an hour.
Oh my
It
god,
was
the
like
dedication.
Spiders too, and I was like, I don't care. I'm staying. I'm committing.
Yeah, I don't trust anything in the fucking garage, dude. There's always bugs and spiders and shit.
It didn't matter. It was
Bruh.
my one shot at glory.
It's kind of amazing, like how looking back at things when you were a kid, like cockroaches and stuff never bothered you.
Not nearly as
now-
much as they do now.
Yeah, now it's like, yeah, cockroach.
Well, I'm not all like, ah. I'm more like, doing, flicks it. You're annoying. Go away.
Oh gosh, I cannot with cockroaches anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to crush them either because they're fucking disgusting. I have to spray them
They
down, and then when they
are.
stop retaliating, I flush them down the toilet.
Wow.
No, I
never see cockroaches.
I don't as
Really?
much anymore.
still see so many of them.
I think
Not
it's 'cause I live
inside
in
the
a very
house.
dry area, maybe.
I live in a
Yeah,
very humid area, and surprisingly, during the summer, we haven't had nearly any in my house at all.
It's nice when you have a winter where you live and everything dies off once and then, like, resets.
Wish they'd fucking die forever. Hate cockroaches. All my homies hate cockroaches.
When you don't have a winter, everything just continues to grow exponentially.
Yeah. Winter's really
That
good
makes
for
sense.
killing stuff.
Yeah.
I had a question
Yeah?
and I immediately forgot it. Oh, did you guys ever burn things with a magnifying glass?
Yeah, I burnt myself.
You know, I always wanted to, and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Dude, you gotta do it now as an adult. It's still fun.
It's still fun.
It's so cool. It's just like it's a laser that you make with glass in your hand.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
I never got the angle down.
It's angle and distance, and maybe also the right type of magnifying glass.
Probably. Nowadays, I want to make it into, like, content. Like, I'm burning money, folks, with a magnifying glass.
Burning money?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Like, is it?
That's a literal crime.
What?
You cannot burn money. Yeah, that's against the law.
Why though?
But you can get prop money and pretend it's real,
Wink.
Yeah, that's true.
like all the YouTubers do.
Yeah, exactly. Prop money. I'm burning prop money.
You can also burn. Why did you burn yourself, by the way, Toki?
Right.
It's just I was trying to see if it would work, and I did it on my I did it on my shoulder. Even I did it on my shoulder, and it burnt a hole through both my shirts, and it burnt my shoulder. And I said, "Ow!" And now my shirt that I still wear to this day has a hole in the right shoulder.
You still wear it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Wait.
nice.
So, were you a kid or were you an adult?
I was in Miaita school,
Okay.
somewhere
You
there.
still have them. You're not sure, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, I can fit most of my clothes still.
Amazing.
It's funny how, because I'm pretty sure I did the same thing, but that wasn't like my first impulsion. I burnt other things, and I was like, I wonder how much it hurts.
Yeah.
And I did it on my hand, and I was like, ow, that hurts. But I wasn't like, the calculus on your decision doesn't make sense. Like, I wonder if this works. If it does,
On
I will
my
be
shoulder.
burned. If it doesn't, nothing will happen.
Maybe
There's no
it-
good outcome.
I'm thinking maybe it wasn't me actually, because we got these magnifying glasses on a school trip, and we were on the bus burning shit on the way back home. Like kids were burning the back of the bus
Oh.
seats and stuff like
Oh my
that.
God, that's
and I
so
think
dangerous.
I think I might have been a casualty of that actually.
Oh my gosh,
Dude,
that's
oh.
horrible.
What if the
What are some
bus
things
just
you
combusted? That sounds horrible.
What are some things you've burnt, Kumo? Since you brought up the
Ants,
question.
spiders, snails,
Oh my God.
leaves, ladybugs, bees, just random pieces of wood.
Wood's fun to burn.
Myself. Yeah. Snails are cool because their shells, I don't know what they're made out of, but they don't burn.
Kinda sick.
They just get red glowing hot, like charcoal.
What?
That's when you take the hammer to the anvil, you go ting 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 ting, and you smelt them a new shell.
Yeah, they don't burn or melt. They just turn into
What?
glowstone.
Do they writhe? Like the snail itself is it like writhing in pain?
I don't think I burnt a live snail. I think it was just a shell.
Oh, I see. I
Okay,
see.
thank God.
I was like, what? On its back, it's glowing red hot.
I doubt it would. I think it would die very fast.
I don't think it would.
Most things die very fast because it's like a fucking death ray.
It is just straight up radiation, so yeah, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
What's the next question?
Who was the daredevil?
Maybe me?
Maybe
Toki, you
Toki. I
seem
was
like you
thinking
grew
that
up
too.
riding motorbikes or quads.
Yeah. You
I
look
got
like a cool kid.
I've got a couple of stories. There was one time I was at my parents' friend's house, and they're pretty rich, and they had a golf cart that we were out there like doing donuts and shit like that. And I was pretty good at driving it, and I passed it off to the kid who was younger than me, and he started doing it, and then he tipped the fucking whole golf cart over. But that wasn't me being a daredevil necessarily. I think the craziest thing I did as a kid was climbing trees that are like 60 feet up.
Dang.
Wow.
I did that a lot. Like, that was a daily ritual for me, as being a monkey in the trees.
That's amazing. Wow.
That is impressive. I've never climbed
That
a
is
tree
actually.
that was that tall.
I also
Me neither.
I also went into the woods a bunch to go chop down trees with a metal pipe. Yes, literally a metal pipe. We took a metal pipe and beat on it for days until it finally fell over. Not a joke. That really happened. And one time while we were in the woods, there were some like abandoned ambulances and delivery trucks. We went past it one day. Me and my friend went a little bit too far in the woods and got held at gunpoint by an old man back there.
Oh my god. Wow.
Shoot you?
Again?
Yes, I was shot and I was actually killed that day. The Tokyo No is actually no longer here.
That's
Thank
okay.
God.
You're still here because I believe in you.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Toki's a
still
Tulpa.
believe in you. Yeah. He's our collective Tulpa.
Guess I can't leave this mortal plane just yet.
Ah.
But yeah, no, I wasn't shot. I was just threatened to get off the property. My friend ran, by the way. The friend I was with, he immediately turned tail, and I was the negotiator.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, he's smarter than I. He has better survival instincts than me.
Well, they say you only have to be faster than the slowest person.
Yeah, it's good advice.
Both for bears and sharks.
What if you're alone? Oh no, you are both the fastest and the slowest person.
And you're alone, you're kind of screwed.
Sup, hacked. Yeah, I don't
think
know. I've
that
got a couple of stories like that, but I don't want to talk about them all.
You're definitely more of a daredevil. In fact, I am definitely last place for this. I was
Why?
a little bitch. I was a giant pussy. I didn't do anything dangerous ever, except for commit federal crimes on the internet. But other than that, anything like, I guess I told the story about like crashing my bike, but that was like all the experience I needed to be like, nah, I'm never doing anything physical again.
Man, that's not. I mean, yeah, I think Tucky wins, honestly.
Oh,
Crashing your bike is still big too, though.
he did it twice for some reason.
I did it twice. I just crashed into a fucking rail, and I was like, I wonder if that'll happen again. And I did it again.
So fucking stupid. The smartest man you know is simultaneously the dumbest.
Oh my god.
It's science. You got to do it twice.
It's
to know if
science.
It's valid.
If it's for science, then yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I also tried to do, it wasn't technically crashing, but I did, you remember tetherball? The playgrounds had like these poles sticking out of the ground so you could play tetherball.
Yeah.
I was riding around the playground and I was just like, what will happen if I grab the pole while I'm riding my bike and I like try to do a cool spin? The bike kept going, I stopped, and my arm got ripped in half.
Yay! That's why God gave us 6 arms.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Don't grab a pole while riding your bike at top speed.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
I do want to.
Sonic spins on poles when you play Sonic, and I thought it could be like that.
Yeah,
He's so
that's
acrobatic.
true.
You're right.
That's true. The only story I really have is like the trampoline one I mentioned before. That was when I was a little kid.
How did it go?
I had a trampoline and I invited like a friend or neighbor kid over to jump on it. So we were jumping together and they're like, "Hey Marna, I dare you to jump off the trampoline at the top of your jump." And I was like, "Ha, I can do that." And I jumped off and fractured my elbow.
Damn.
Badass story. That was from. Oh, that's right. You told us that during the pilot episode when we talked about breaking bones.
Yeah.
I remember. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, that was that one.
By the way,
Other than that though.
today we're using the same backdrop for the pilot episode.
Oh! Oh.
Yeah.
So that's Genshin in the background then.
Yeah, it is Genshin in the background.
Hi Genshin characters.
No, don't say
Whatever
hi to
your
them.
name is.
They're locked behind a $300
Paimon.
paywall.
Well, I only use like Kayla and Lisa and whatever else free ones you get.
Poor! I do have one.
Surprising considering your history with gacha games.
I have to stick to just one.
At a
Otherwise I would be
time.
broke.
At a
So
time.
broke.
I do have one more story of being a daredevil, by the way. Frequently, in my childhood, we would go visit family in New Mexico. And there's a lot of mountains in New Mexico. And my cousins took us off to the side of a mountain. And we just climbed down like this steep, sheer, like, valley. And we just, for fun, we just decided to go down it, go play in a river down there that was like next to a waterfall. And when we got back up, we had to literally climb off of sliding rocks that were like tumbling as we were climbing up it, just to get back to our car. My poor sister almost died trying to get back up, going up there.
Oh my god.
Like she literally like slid like 30 feet down. Like it could have been really bad.
Oh.
And
I like that
what
kind of shit,
lesson
though.
did you learn that day, Toki?
Thrills for chills, bro. Right on.
Do it again.
I wanted to do it again when I was visiting a couple weeks ago, honestly.
Dude, you want to know one of my favorite videos on the internet? Is there's a video of this dude with like a dead car, and he opens the door and he puts it in neutral, and he like rolls the car down a hill on his skateboard.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Oh no.
Spoil it, but it's one of the best videos I've watched it 500 times on loop.
Is it on Live
Oh my
Leak?
god.
No, nothing bad happens. It's just like, hang on, let me see if I can find it.
I eagerly anticipate it.
It's so good.
Like-
I anxiously anticipate it.
Was he like sketching off the back of it?
Yeah, more like the front of it. He was just
Oh.
the driver door. Hang on, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in our Discord. I'll just put it in the open chat so other people can watch it when they want.
Okay.
Because it's honestly one of my favorite videos ever.
Let me pull this up for the stream.
It's a masterpiece.
Honestly, right now.
More like a masterpiece.
It's a good cherry on top for the Daredevil question.
Is this it?
Where's the sound? Is there no
Oh
sound?
yeah, we need sound. We need sound.
Where's the
It's
fucking
so
sound?
good with the sound. It's at the top or right, I think.
Oh yeah, it's at the top right.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
That's so weird.
Let me pause this music. Or lack thereof.
Oh shoot, this is actually very dangerous.
Oh shit, this is dangerous.
So there's definitely. Oh shit, I don't. It's
We're gonna watch a man die!
Guys, look! Holy shit, you guys just saw that! Holy fucking shit! Guys, my Bud Light is gone! Oh fuck!
What are you saying? My Bud Light is gone?
Holy shit! Oh well, this car is screwed. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Damn. Oh, that was fucking dumb. That was the dumbest shit I've ever done.
No shit.
What are the stats on this description? Views? You only got just under 600k views. I don't think the shorts ad revenue is gonna pay for that fucking vehicle, unfortunately.
I don't think so either.
He sounds so
This
calm.
one-
Sounds
so
so
good.
calm.
He's
Yeah, I love that it's immediate panic and regret followed by immediate consequences.
wait, I don't know how to stop this thing, guys.
Oh, my bush light is gone.
My push light is gone.
Anyways, thanks for sticking around, guys.
Oh, she can rewind in shorts. Fucking brilliant, dude.
That is amazing.
Apparently he did get arrested, and he did have to pay. I don't remember if he had jail time, but he did have to pay a fine for reckless endangerment, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because if you think about it, anyone could have been driving up the hill, and that would have been really bad.
Wait, so
That's true.
if that's it, if that was a crime that he was doing, that video probably got demonetized too.
Oh, very likely.
Probably.
Ah, poor sap. Fucking idiot.
It's okay. It's okay. He gets internet clout for it.
Oh, true. We get internet clout.
Yeah.
Except I don't think this is the original, so I don't know who even the guy is.
Oh no, it's a re-upload.
I'm pretty sure.
How sad.
All right, let's get a couple more of these questions out, Kumar.
Oh, yeah. Who had the most interesting school lunch?
Wait,
It's also an excuse to reminisce about old drunk children food.
Is school lunch like, are we talking about cafeteria food or your own home brought lunches?
Either or, because I guess it's up to your circumstances whether you had a home lunch or school bought lunch.
I just want to say
Marna
that
has the most diverse palate.
I do.
I want to bet it's
I want to
Marna.
bet Marna had good food to eat.
I had a lot of good food to eat.
I bet her mom packed a whole ass fish.
I had a lot of bentos too, but I had a phase where I rejected the bentos because I got offended. Like some other kid that was not Japanese was like, ew, rice. And I'm like, huh? Excuse me? But then I think I took it to heart a little bit and I was like, no rice for me anymore, please, for a little while there.
This is why we bully kids. We bullied those kinds of kids.
I agree. That's sad.
That was
I
a
can't
sad
believe you
story.
got rice shamed.
What the fuck is wrong with rice?
shamed.
Rice is literally just like, it's just bread, but small and granular.
Gross bread.
Well, to be fair, if it's Wonder Bread, I totally understand. That shit's disgusting.
Yeah.
Wonder bread.
Have you ever had a cream cheese and jelly sandwich?
Oh yeah.
Ah, delicious. I
want one now.
I had those. Oh, so good.
I've never heard of that. I understand it, but I've never heard of that.
My god, it was so good. I considered that like premium. If peanut butter jelly is like standard, the cream cheese and jelly is the premium option.
I like cream cheese. I like jelly. I would like it on probably something with like a firm bread. Not like something soft, like not like a white or a wheat. I'd probably need something like a bagel.
No, I like the soft bread so I can wad it up into a ball and then just swallow it whole.
Yeah, I liked it in the pillowy Japanese milk breads. Yeah.
Ooh, milk bread would be okay, I think. I could have some milk bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know why there's so many people that hate cream cheese too. Cream cheese is delectable. That shit's good.
Right. I agree.
I'm glad we can all agree
100%.
on that. This is a cream cheese safe zone.
Very average lunches growing up, like very typical peanut butter jelly or bologna sandwich, potato chips, and I don't know, whatever else you give kids, fruit snacks. But what I loved about elementary school in particular was, you know how Canadians store their milk in bags?
Yeah, that shit's fucked.
For some reason in SoCal, the schools also store their milk in bags, and they would just give kids like these plastic bags of milk. And
oh my
it was like a
God.
Capri Sun where you're supposed to poke a straw in and drink it out of the bag. But what some kids would do is you would just bite off the corner and then like suck it out of the bag that way.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
And we also figured out you could poke in one of the corners of the bag so it was like inside out, and you would put like a potato chip or something in there, and then you would slam the bag of milk with your fist and it would shoot out the fucking chip at high speed. and we would just shoot each other.
Oh my god.
The chip wars.
That's amazing.
That's so fucking stupid.
So cool.
Why not
It was
use like
my
a rock
favorite
or
milk
something?
for that reason? That definitely happened, and at that point, yeah, using Using the milk bags as weapons became banned. And I went to detention for it once.
Yeah, if that was me, I would probably become a little bit more ingenious about what I would be putting onto the corner of the milk teat. Like, what if you put a pencil? What if you plugged the hole of the milk bag with a pencil and shot that shit out?
It'd have to be a small pencil.
Can you just make a bigger hole?
What wasn't that?
The velocity.
It was like a square pouch. I'm trying to think of like. I've never seen like a comparable container in my life. It's like if you took a Ziploc filled with air and you like just inverted one of the corners with your finger, and it like stayed that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I get that. It's like if your nipples were inverted and then you shot them out.
It's like you would put your projectile, you put your ammo in the inverted nipple, and then you'd punch it, and it'd fucking eject.
Would the milk explode too sometimes?
No, because the bags are made of plastic, so they'd stay together.
It must be strong plastic.
Wow.
I just want to say that I'm totally pissed off that when I grew up, my family just barely made enough money so that I wouldn't get free lunches. So I constantly had to have my parents pay for my lunches, and sometimes we didn't have money, so I would sometimes not get lunches. But that's just me ranting. I would say my weirdest lunch was probably me enjoying ham, cheese, and ketchup sandwiches on white bread.
That is such a white kid lunch.
That sounds like such a white kid lunch.
It's fucking disgusting.
Did you like ketchup on your sandwiches?
No! Well, yeah, I did, but I don't. I did, but I don't.
Not anymore?
Yeah.
That was like
your
a
taste changes a
phase.
lot when you grow up.
Yeah.
Because I remember having the same thing for a little while, like bologna and ketchup sandwiches.
Yeah, why did we
And
like ketchup
I
on
liked
it?
ketchup and I liked bologna, but I remember them being together and just be like, peanut butter and jelly.
You know, one of my
Man.
least favorite things that ever happened to me for school lunches was the night before school, my mom brought home a bunch of pineapple and I was going to town on it. I ate it so much that my mouth went completely raw. I might have told this story already, but I ate so much my mouth went raw. The next day I go to school, and when I get to lunch, everybody's not hungry apparently. They're giving me their entire hamburger. So I've got like a triple stacked burger and I'm ready to eat that shit up. I put ketchup on it, and when I take a bite in it, I'm like,
oh no.
This tastes weird.
Your mouth.
The ketchup tastes like butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the ketchup, because my mouth was so raw, the ketchup ended up tasting like butter. And I couldn't enjoy my triple decked sandwich.
You like fucking destroyed your taste buds
You
to
did.
such a severe level that you fundamentally changed how you taste food.
Well, only for like a day or two, because I don't taste ketchup as butter anymore. But that day, it was like such a glorious day because hamburgers are my favorite lunch menu item, and I couldn't enjoy it.
Aw, that
I don't know.
sucks.
I'd clown with a burger covered in butter.
I would too, actually.
You guys are weird.
One of the first things I ever made, like, as cooking, I would take a piece of, like, deli ham or, like, sandwich ham, and then stick it in the toaster oven, and then put a glob of mayonnaise on top of it, and then just toast it like that. And I was like, I am a chef around here.
Is this like American sashimi? The mayonnaise is like the soy sauce and the deli meat is the sashimi?
It was just like literally like pretend like the deli meat is like a sandwich or a cracker or something, and then you just put mayonnaise on top of it and then just eat it like that.
That's fine, I guess. It's just lazy.
I was like,
when you said I put ham in the toaster oven, I heard ham in the toaster first. I'm not scared of that. Starting to grease fire with your toaster.
But speaking of that, I did see on Amazon that there is literally a hot dog toaster, and it made me think of you.
Oh,
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of devices out there for cooking hot dogs.
Oh,
A
great.
toaster with like holes on top of it for hot dogs. Glizzies.
We've already just thought about a new torture device, everybody. How about that?
Do you put your fingers in it?
It's the fingers for sure, yes.
Yeah.
I bet there's a niche underground website or OnlyFans for that.
Oh God, no, no.
I remember having a pretty cringe meals I would make when I first moved out and had zero cooking experience or knowledge. I used to get those like frozen Tyson chicken patties. And I would just like fucking microwave 4 of them and drown them with ketchup. And then like the crinkle fries that were also frozen.
Why'd it have to be ketchup?
And it'd just be a mountain of ketchup on like frozen fries and chicken patties. Be like, bon appetit. I got the protein and the carbs. It's delicious.
You know, occasionally we still get those Tyson's like breaded chicken patties that you just microwave them for like 3 minutes. I usually only do 2 of them. I always make 2. I'll eat one, take 1 bite out of the other one, and I'll be like, I can't do this anymore. I can't eat the rest because they just, I don't know. There's something about it when you eat them, they make my stomach feel like it's doing backflips. But I just have a craving for them all the time, and I'm so hungry. I think I can eat 2, but then my stomach's like, you didn't actually want this, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't want this. And so I just leave the 1 bite sandwich on the plate, and it just gets really sad and stale.
No. There's something magical about the spongy texture of like chicken nuggets or chicken patties.
God, that they're spongy.
It's
Very
Not need to
spongy.
remember that.
It's a very human desire to want that spongy chicken.
Right?
What do you say
I
we do?
Right?
I don't typically mess with frozen chicken anymore for that reason. I genuinely forgot that they were spongy.
Yeah, it makes me want to throw up right now.
Although you did just remind me, in elementary school, we did have these chicken nuggets, but they were not nuggets. They were rings, and they were called chicken O's.
Yeah, we had those too.
You had chicken O's!
We had chicken
Never
O's.
did.
Dude, they were
Oh
the
my
most
God.
premium currency you could get at my fucking school.
That is not the case over here.
Oh no, they were so good, and they were floppy and rubbery and spongy and always like moist for some reason, and everyone loved them.
The chicken was 50% air.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like if you take a bite into it, it looks like Swiss cheese. It's
There was
missing a
nothing
very
normal
important.
about it.
There's a lot of protein that was not put inside of those chicken O's.
Dude, it was diabolical. Whatever company made those, literally diabolical.
Now I want to try some. I feel like I'm missing out.
Michelle Obama won't let you have that anymore, unfortunately. Fucking lunch menus changed when I was in high school, and she was like, actually, only healthy options now. So we don't get chicken O's anymore.
Dude, chicken O's and mini twin cheeseburgers. Those were the premium diamond armor.
Did you guys ever get the rectangular pizzas in plastic bags?
Yeah! I love those!
They were so soggy and disgusting, and I loved them too.
So good.
And sometimes they would give us those for breakfast.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was kind of awesome. And like, there were some kids that are like, "This is fucking disgusting. Why would you give this to us?" And I'm like, "Let's go, more for me."
I don't think we had the rectangle pizzas, but we did have a little shop in our middle school where you could buy like snacks and stuff. And I remember I would save up quarters and I would go and I'd buy a toasted bagel. Or actually it might have just been micro. All I remember was a warm bagel. And I'd get a cup of nacho cheese because they would have cheese for pretzels and like nachos, but I would just slather a bagel in nacho cheese and cheese sandwich. And
That's
it was
that's legit.
That actually sounds good.
That does sound
That
good.
actually sounds
so
good.
delicious.
What do you guys say? One more question and we'll wrap it up after that.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you guys have any that you want to know, or should I pull another from the list?
I think list. I like the randomization, the random factor.
Yeah, give us a list.
Who had the most interesting nickname in school?
Oh, that's me.
Not me.
You didn't have a nickname?
No, everybody just mispronounced my name. I had a lot of different mispronunciations. Mariner.
Marner.
Marinara. Marxist.
Marxist. Did you have any weird nicknames, Kumo?
Non-doxy.
I had one, and it might have been bullying, but I was not receptive to bullying, so I think it turned into not bullying name. Does that make sense?
No, it's like when minorities like take back the slur that's used against them.
Yeah. I think I was slurred, and then I took it back, and it just became a thing. Basically, well, I'm trying to think of like whether you or I would have had a weirder nickname. I'm gonna guess it's you, but mine has a cool story.
Mine's not cool, honestly, but wait, let me go first. Yours is probably cooler.
We'll see.
When I was in middle school, I constantly wore a black peak coat and a black scarf, and I'm very pale, as you know. I've got sharp canine fangs. And so everybody would call me, they would call me vampire, and they would also call me Edward Cullen.
Oh, that's right. Edward was the vampire. Jacob was the werewolf, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was constantly getting either called Twilight or Edward Cullen or vampire.
That's so
I'd
funny.
hate that. I'd hate that.
Edgy middle school me loved it.
Really?
I didn't like Twilight, but Edward Cullen, I could at least admit he is a sexy young man.
I was in the
Damn.
hater camp of Twilight because it was cool to hate.
It was cool to hate. I hated Twilight, but
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
still
yeah.
say like Edward Cullen. He's a good looking dude. I like that guy. He's funny too.
What's he playing now? Spider-Man?
Batman. He was playing Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman.
Yeah, Robert
that's
Pattinson's
right.
playing
Yeah.
Batman.
That's right. That's right.
That's wild.
What's your story,
Right?
Kumo?
Yeah, I remember in middle school. All my stories come from middle school, I feel like. There was in PE, we were playing dodgeball, and it's weird. I remember as a 7th grader thinking that the 8th graders were like so much bigger for some reason. I think because a lot of dudes go through puberty in middle school and they fucking explode.
They do explode.
But I was still taller than like the average kid, and I remember in dodgeball. Dodgeball's like one of the only sports I enjoy because it's so easy to be like semi good at as long as you put in like a modicum of effort and you can catch a ball. But I remember the 8th graders for some reason harassing me about whether I had a girlfriend, and I was like, oh, no, I mean yes, I don't know. They were like, and they for some reason in dodgeball they called me King Kong, and it was because I was so much taller than the other 7th graders. And when I was like one of the last people standing, they'd be like, "Oh, go King Kong, get him, King Kong!" And I still remember it because I had at least one good dodgeball match. You know, the perfect match where you like catch all the balls, you deflect them, you jump over a ball, you're doing flips and shit, and you're hitting people in the face, and it's so much fun.
Oh yeah, I love blood on the dance floor.
Oh, you got
Your Spy Family episode?
smashing children in the face with blunt objects.
I still do it. It's great.
I don't know. That's the most notable nickname I can think of was King Kong, and
That
just
doesn't-
being cheered as King Kong in a dodgeball game.
I don't think you were being bullied. I think they were just
I don't
calling you
think so
tall.
either.
I think there was other instances of being called King Kong before that, but that dodgeball match was hype enough that it was like it became cool.
I feel like it was definitely like a level of attribution where they probably bullied you, but irregardless of being King Kong. I think King Kong was just like, that was just like an identity they imposed upon you.
Yeah, I don't know. I
If
felt
you embrace
nothing.
it, it's cool.
Yeah.
You felt nothing.
I'm very not receptive to what other people think of me. So I'm a pretty hard person to bully.
I was empty inside.
You can't bully what's
I've
already
always been
dead.
Yeah, this is not a persona. I'm not just depressed Kumo. It's just how I am.
That makes me
always
think.
dead inside.
What would happen if Kumo got sucked into like the world of Persona and he had to go meet his shadow? What would his shadow be like? It would just be like him talking to himself.
Like a faceless Kumo.
I've not played Persona. You'd have to explain the concept of a shadow to me.
It's all the deep dark secrets about yourself that you don't want to admit, and they're like you are me, and you're like, I'm not you.
It manifests as like a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I already am the shadow. I'll talk about anything. You guys want to know what fucked up shit I've done? Just DM me on Discord. Unless you're mad, don't talk to me then. But otherwise, I'm an open book. I'll say anything about anything. I'll go to jail.
Not tonight. Not tonight, though.
Not on stream.
Not on stream.
That's why you should join the Cobwebs and Dustbunnies Discord, where we talk about federal crimes, illegal tactics, how to make weapons and guns, the best places to get ammunition for cheap, and the most valuable parts of the U.S. infrastructure.
We also talk about memes.
And
we like memes and memes and memes.
I posted a gif of a fat cat.
Yeah, that gif was pretty funny. You didn't post it to the general public though. That's a Cobwebs and Dustbunnies VIP gif. So
exclusive.
If you guys want to earn VIP,
if you want to earn VIP privileges, delete your Twitter account. You don't need it.
Delete your Twitter account and then send me proof.
And send me proof.
Yeah, send me proof and I'll laugh at you publicly and then post myself laughing at you on Twitter because that would be really funny.
Oh my gosh. So, random last question. Looking back at all of your answers, where would you say is the peak of your life?
The future.
What the fuck kind of...
I haven't peaked yet.
What an introspective question.
Yeah, looking back at all of your stories.
Boy, I peaked at 12 years old. That kid was fun. I think
mine was YourMarna.
Breaking your legs on the boat?
Yeah, breaking my legs, chasing other crew with poop, and like putting hair in their coffee, and they had to pull that hair out of their throat afterwards.
Definition of peak is so interesting.
I think maybe I haven't peaked yet, because I think this Toki would still compete with 12-year-old Toki for things that could likely get him killed.
Is that your definition of peak?
Well, what's life if not for living? And what is living if not for fear of death?
So would you bungee jump?
No.
No?
Oh, I'd bungee jump.
No, I don't know. Bungee jumping's scary.
Easily. I'll bungee jump. I'll jump out of a plane. I'll do whatever. Get me off of this planet.
I'll do it if it's for content, but I don't think I would enjoy it.
Dude, I'll do it with nobody looking. I don't care. Just me and the bungee guy. That's a very convincing bungee animation.
It
Thanks.
is, actually.
I just scripted it. I wrote a script for it in 2 seconds.
Good job.
Thank you.
What about you, Kumo? When did you peak?
When did you peak?
If I had to pick, I think all of my childhood was garbage, and I think I felt at my peak not till I moved out and I was in my early 20s. But I don't think in my overall life that will be my peak. I think I still have people and worlds to destroy, and I will.
That's very positive. Positive thinking. I like it. I like it.
We've got sad news.
Yeah?
Yeah, we do. Before we end the episode, everybody, you gotta know that next week's Cobwebs and Dustbunnies, for the time being, will be the last one. Unfortunately.
But also kind of yay.
Yeah, honestly, fuck this job, huh? Yeah, everybody, if you don't know already, come September 1st, Marna will be unfortunately going on an indefinite hiatus. We don't know when we'll see her again, but me and Kumo have to make some very, very difficult decisions come in the future. So
we have to decide how we're gonna put Marna down. Type 1 in chat if you think we should use a double barrel shotgun. Type 2 in chat if you think we should use medication and do it peacefully.
Type 3 for a bludgeoning rock.
Two. Right, two.
Big ass rock.
No.
Oh, we make a soup? Wait, I like that one.
That would be one rotten cabbage butt soup.
Cabbage butt soup. Is this like your version of
Yeah.
swamp ass?
Yes. Cabbage and booty diaper soup.
Disgusting.
I mean, knowing that your hand has been in the toilet flipping turds. Yeah.
You know what I just
To
realized?
To my defense, it was a very shallow toilet, and it doesn't fill with water unless you kick it properly. So
Okay.
a lot of them took a dry dump in it.
I guess you don't have to worry about your butt getting splashed.
Exactly.
No unfortunate bidets happening.
Oh, that's true. On a boat, you wouldn't want water in it because everything will fucking flop out when there's a big wave. I never
Exactly.
thought about that.
It's fucking weird, man. I wonder if that's the same reason for planes too. Planes don't have water either.
Probably.
They have like a
Probably.
big vacuum void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
And
leave
it
your
goes
butt on it. Yeah, that's why you guys stand up and flush, because if you keep your ass on it, you get sucked out the plane and go fucking shooting out the bottom of it too. So be careful. Don't sit on the toilet when you're flushing it on the planes. It's dangerous.
Yep.
You know what's cool is that next week will be the 12th and season finale episode. We'll have 12 seasons, just like a standard anime. Isn't that kind of cool?
Whoa.
No.
That is cool.
That's cool.
actually really
and Marna
cool.
dies in season 1.
Well, she's not dying. She's having her like her Sasuke moment where she'll.
yeah.
It's like us going to Shippuden next season.
Shit puddin'.
Shit pooed in the toilet.
Marna, do you have a sister? Maybe we could put a Marna sister on here.
Oh yeah, does she have fat boobies too?
I do have a sister.
Awesome.
Great.
She's too
Let's get
serious
her
though.
on. Let's audition her. Has she forked any turds recently?
No.
Did she practice paganism?
No. That was all Marna alone.
Does she do tarot
Fat.
cards?
Unique character.
Yeah. Yup. It's unfortunate. But that's okay. If you guys want to audition for the Marna role, then spam Toki's DMs.
Yeah, see if you guys can be
On
the
Twitter.
next Marna.
Spam
Send a
Toki's
handwritten
DMs.
letter.
Relentlessly until he answers you. Keep spamming DMs.
Yeah, do it on Twitter though, because I uninstalled it from my phone.
Exactly. Ah,
That's sad. I'm sad.
I'm
Why
not.
be sad for things that haven't happened yet when you could be happy for what is to come? I think that's how it goes. I don't.
Are you reading a script right now?
He's reading a fucking fortune cookie is what it sounds like.
Wait, I have a fortune cookie in my wallet. Where is it?
We already know the fortune. We know what your fortune cookie is. We've heard it on
Wait, it's
million.
not there. No, wait. Did I lose it? If I lost it, I will cry.
Crying is content.
I think I lost it.
No! Your special fortune cookie! You're gonna have to keep going to Panda until you get that same fortune again.
You're right. This is a solvable problem. I just have to brute force Panda Express.
Exactly. It's RNG. You'll get the same one eventually.
Damn,
that
that's
would be a
crazy.
lot of
I've
fortune
had that in my
cookies.
wallet for like a year now.
No.
Do you remember what it said?
What's to come is better than what has gone.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
That's a good message. You'll peek in the future.
He's still peeking.
Exactly.
He's still peeking.
Yeah. Yep. Still peeking. Still tweaking.
Still leaking.
Still bleak. Ing.
Bleak?
Bleak.
No. Your future's not bleak. Don't worry about it.
Oh, my
Oh
bad.
no, it's incredibly bleak, but I'm okay with it now. I've accepted it. Are you depressed? Simply accept it.
Yeah, just be depressed. What's it gonna do? Hurt you more? It's already done the job.
Exactly.
What's that belief? Like nihilism?
Nihilism. Nihilism.
Nihilism?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
nihilism the belief that life is meaningless?
Somewhat, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that is what it is. I don't think I believe in that. I just more so accept that life sucks.
I use nihilism as like a vague. I use like a vague definition of it, where it's like, most things are pointless to worry about.
It's like when Thanos says, "I am inevitable." That's basically nihilism, but he is a metaphor for life.
Is he really? I thought he
Yeah.
was just purple.
Well, he becomes a corn farmer later or something, right?
On God, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never watched I've never watched Infinity.
I've never watched these.
I've never watched Infinity
Wow,
Wars.
You need to go watch your Avengers. Brush up on your Avengers.
Bro, that's like 16 hours I don't want to use. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Watching Marvel movies is just the Western version of being a weeb.
that makes sense.
Too much
I stand
sense.
by
That
this
actually makes
opinion.
sense.
Also Disney adults.
Oh yeah, Disney adults are maniacs too.
All right, guys. I've kicked up a raid. We're gonna be raiding Chili the Wisp.
Yay!
Any last
What's
words
our-
for? Oh,
Wait, what's our raid message?
we have raid. Or do you want to make one up now?
Oh, you can do that too.
Oh, okay. Here you go. I wish I had Colin as a emote on my channel.
Is it the birthday?
Is it the birthday stream?
Birthday?
Is it his birthday stream?
It is Wispy's birthday. Perfect.
Oh, yay!
Crappy birthday from CWDB. Emojis. What are some default text emojis?
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Okay, that.
This is high effort.
Very high effort.
Let's fucking go.
Wait, let me copy. Okay.
All right, thank you guys all for being here for the second last episode of the season 1 of Cobwebs and Dustbunnies. It's gonna be so sad when we have to blow Barna's brains out. Can't even fucking. Shut up! I'm stupid. You
Wow. I
can't make
even
fun of
say
me.
it
That's my
properly.
character. All right.